Hello, everybody, and welcome to the third episode of the Oak Hill Spotlight. Today, I'm here with Jacob Lyons. How you doing today?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing great. So, we got a few questions here for Jacob. First, what are you most looking forward to as the weather gets warm and spring arrives?
Being able to run outside without it being cold. I don't like the cold.
I completely agree. Going outside and running with track, it's never nice when it's cold, but it's been pretty warm. Have you enjoyed that, Jacob?
Yeah, except for yesterday. It was pretty windy.
Yeah.
Cold.
Did you guys end up going inside?
Nah.
Oh, we were tough. It was very windy. Could barely run. So, next question. Are there any special events or field trips going on in the future that you're anticipating?
The junior high achievers field trip at the end of the year.
Sounds fun. Where are you guys going for that?
Kings Island, but I don't really like roller coasters.
That's okay. Now, I used to hate roller coasters, and then I got on one in like the 6th grade. Best thing ever. We're going to Universal for the band trip, and I'm only going to ride roller coasters. So maybe try one out and let me know how it goes.
Except I ride one with my friends. Try it out.
Now, next question. He does not know this. If you had to watch one teacher perform a stand-up comedy show for the entire school, who would you pick?
That's hard.
Any teacher, just any teacher throughout the middle school, high school, staff member, anything.
Say like Mr. Donnelly.
Mr. Donnelly. I'd say Mr. Donnelly do pretty good. Now, like, do you have high expectations for Mr. Donnelly, or like, are you setting them pretty low?
I have high expectations for him.
How do you think the school would feel about Mr. Donnelly's stand-up comedy? Like, would we be round of applause at the end, encore, or would we be booing him off the stage?
I'd say that everybody would be pretty happy with how he did.
Should we make this happen?
Yes.
Mr. Donnelly, I know you're going to see this. We want a stand-up comedy, entire middle school and high school. Let's make it happen, Mr. Donnelly. All right, next up, we're here with Alexis Riley. How are you doing today?
Pretty good.
Sounds good. So we have the same questions for Alexis. Now, what are you most looking forward to as the weather gets warmer and spring arrives?
Soccer games.
So do you do soccer through the rec league?
Yeah.
How long have you been playing soccer?
I skipped last year, but I did it the year before, so 2 years now.
What are you looking forward to most this soccer season?
Playing in games.
Do you have any friends that also play soccer with you?
Well, I have some, technically.
Hey, that's all right. Acquaintances. There we go. So yeah, soccer's always fun. Weather's getting warmer. Now next, are there any special events or field trips that have happened recently or are coming up that you've been excited for?
I have Universal trip,
The Universal trip?
and I was in the musical.
So what parts did you have in the musical?
I was the dragon for Shrek, and ensemble.
There we go. So what was your favorite part playing Dragon? Because was that like a bigger type of role, kind of stepping out of your comfort zone?
Just singing was my favorite part. I loved it.
I've heard from many people that you did pretty well, and I'm glad that you thought so as well. Moving on to Universal, what are you most looking forward to at Universal?
Water rides.
Water park?
And then just roller coasters. I love roller coasters.
I also love roller coasters. Roller coasters are really fun. On the other hand, I do not like water parks. It's too cold, I'm always the person outside of the wave pool, laying back in a chair, just taking a nap. So with performing, with the band and the choir performing, how do you think that will go?
I think we'll do pretty good.
I think so as well. With the spring concert, I thought it went really good. All 6th, 7th, 8th, high school, everybody sounded really good, and the choir sounded good with their performance. So should be an exciting time, looking for some superior ratings. So moving on, if you had to watch one teacher perform a stand-up comedy show, who would it be in front of the entire school?
Kaiser, for some reason.
Mr. Kaiser? Do you think he did good, or
He's a pretty funny guy.
should Mr. Kaiser and Mr. Donnelly be up at the same time?
Yes.
I'd like to see this happen. All right, up next we have Mr. Fauble. How you doing today?
I'm great. How are you, Kenton?
I'm doing great as well. So, first question, what has it been like helping coach track this year?
Oh, track. Track's been very fun. I've never coached track before. It's new, so making people run. You can't go wrong with that. But distance kids are awesome. They're tough. They're mentally be able to grind through, and it's a good group of kids that work hard, and so it makes it easy to coach them. They show up, they work, and we're getting better.
I agree. I think distance kids are great people. The sprinters, they're great as well. They put in a lot of hard work, but I appreciate.
It's a different distance running is a different animal. Sprinters are great and they are good, and we've got some really good sprinters in the school, but distance kids are special.
Next question. So March 19th was a big day.
Oh, great day.
It was Mr. Fauble's birthday.
Yep, 29th for the 14th straight year.
29th for the 14th straight year. So can you tell us a little about the birthday party you had on March 19th in school?
In school, yeah. I showed up to first period and was told not to come back by a student who we could name, I guess, as Maxine Carter. And I come back in the room, and there are balloons and a birthday sign, some party hats, which I believe Mr. Kenton here is wearing a leftover. And so, there was cake at 7:30 in the morning. You can't ever go wrong with that. And so it was fun. It was really nice.
Why was I not invited to this birthday party?
Well, I didn't know that I was invited because I didn't know it was happening. But had I known, I would have given Kenton Michael an invite. So maybe there's always next year.
That is true. 29th for the 15th
That's right.
straight year.
Another trip around the sun.
So moving on, he doesn't know this question.
Uh-oh.
If you had to watch one teacher perform a stand-up comedy show in front of the entire school, who would you choose?
Ooh, so that's. So who do I think would be the best, or who would I want to? Oh, see, that's. You know what?
Who would you like to see?
You know what? I'm gonna have to go with fellow math colleague Rob Sams.
Robert Sams.
I feel like he could. Mr. Sams could. I feel like he could crush it. Honestly.
So do you think there'll be a good reception from the school?
Oh, yes. I mean, listen. If you can listen, do you have the power to make this happen? Because if you have the power to make this happen, like Mr. Sams would be phenomenal. A Mr. Harden would be a solid second choice. I feel like.
No.
But Mr. Sams.
I would have picked you. That's the thing. So.
Uh-oh. So, no, we're not going to make this happen. If that's what you're saying, let's go.
Well, you don't have to be in it. You can be a part of the audience. But the previous answers have been Mr. Donley, Mr. Kaiser, and then now Mr. Sams and possibly Mr. Harden. So I have been saying every time that we need to make this happen.
We could do a whole math team stand-up comedy night. Mr. Kaiser, Mr. Sams. I mean, I could work behind the scenes. We could include the middle school if they'd like. It could happen.
I think this is a great idea.
It could happen.
This needs to happen soon, and I'm eager to boo somebody off the stage.
Oh, nice.
Who do you think would do the worst?
Ooh, like of all the teachers? Is that what we're saying? I don't
of
know.
The selected teachers.
Oh, the selected teachers.
Out of the group.
Of just. I mean, if I'm in that group, I would say me. And so we'll take the safe pick and say me.
I don't know about that.
But if we could have a competition, listen, I'm always game for a good competition. I don't want to brag, but I was the teacher who won the teacher academic whatever we did last year this year that the newspaper did. I did beat the Mr. Sams at that in the finals. So I'm always up for a good competition.
Well, I think I'm going to try to make this happen here soon. I think the school would appreciate some stand-up comedy from our teachers.
I'm in. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Well, thank you for joining me, Mr. Fauble. Hope you have a great day.
Thank you.